Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Donna and I am the Creole Crafter. Today I have a fall pumpkin sign. Here are the supplies that you need for this project. I have some Waverly chalk paint in white, Waverly antique wax, some jute twine, and they all came from Walmart. I have some Dollar Tree spackling, an ink pad with the ink stamps, letter ink stamps from Dollar General, some Scrabble tiles from Dollar Tree, some ornament pumpkins from Dollar Tree, orange felt velvet ribbon from Dollar Tree, a piece of greenery from a Dollar Tree pick, some burlap from Family Dollar, and a Dollar Tree sign from their summertime collection. Okay, the first thing that I did was I took my sign and I gave it one coat of the Waverly chalk paint in white, and I dry brushed it with the Waverly antique wax. And I took my wooden pumpkins and I gave them one coat of the chalkboard black paint from Dollar Tree. And what I did next was I originally was going to use the Scrabble tiles, but I just didn't like the way they looked after I stamped them with the letters in the ink. It was like the ink kept smearing because of the surface of the tiles. So what I did was I took one of the craft sticks that you can find at Dollar Tree, the large craft sticks, and I cut them into little square pieces the same size as the Scrabble pieces, and I stamped my letters on them. And I'm going to spell out the word fall. And when I did the last L, I didn't like the way it stamped. It was like, I think I put too much ink on it, and it had like a line across the top. So what I did was I just took another craft stick and cut another square piece and redid the L all over again. And the second time it came out just the way I wanted it. But I like to take this time to thank all my subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I deeply appreciate each and every one of you. And to all my new subscribers, thank you and welcome to the family. I'm so happy to have you guys. And if you're new, just stopping by today, hello and welcome. And if there's anything in this video that you like, give me a big thumbs up. Also consider subscribing to become a part of my YouTube family. And you know I love you guys to the moon and back. And right here, I'm just showing you where I stamped it the second time and it came out perfect. And I'm just taking a napkin and wiping off the ink so I can put the letters away. Okay, the next thing I did was I took some jute twine, and it's some little thin jute twine you can find in the automotive section at Dollar Tree. I have no idea why you would be able to find jute twine in the automotive section. I don't know, but that's where you find it. It's very thin. So I'm going to use that and wrap it around the stem of the pumpkin. And it was the perfect size for those little small stems. And I originally was going to use some of that Dollar Tree spackling. And then I decided, I said, well, hey, if you're going to wrap them with twine, you don't need the spackling. So And I didn't hot glue the whole entire thing. I just put little dabs of hot glue here and there to hold the twine around the stem. So the next thing I did was I cut my ribbon down to size to fit in the center of the pumpkin and wrap it around to the back. Right here, what I'm doing is, this is wide ribbon and I didn't want the wire, so I pulled it out, and then I decided that I didn't want the edging on the ribbon, so I cut the edge of the ribbon off, which I could have just left the wire inside the ribbon and just cut that off with it, but oh, you live and you learn. And I'm folding it in half, and I'm going to cut it in half because I didn't want it as wide as it was. And now I'm going to take my burlap. I've already cut it down to the size that I need. And I'm going to pull just the little edge of it, the little string on the edge, to ravel it. And I'm going to layer the orange ribbon on top of the burlap ribbon and place it in the center of the pumpkin and wrap it around to the back and hot glue both pieces of ribbon to the back of the pumpkin. And I did the same steps for all 4 pumpkins. And right here I'm showing you where I gave the pumpkins a jute twine bow, and I hot glued the letters to the pumpkins, and I also put one of those square cubes at the backs because I wanted my pumpkins to be raised off of the sign. And here I'm just arranging them to spell out the word fall, and I'm just arranging them the way I want them to go. If you do this project, you don't have to do it just like this. You can arrange your word vertical or diagonally, whatever makes you happy. But I just decided that this was the way that I wanted mine, so I'm just hot gluing it to the sign, one pumpkin on top of the other pumpkin, if that makes sense. And originally that was going to be the end of that. Then I decided I need something else. So what I did was I went to my cardboard stash and I cut a piece of cardboard to use for a backing for the sign. And right here, I decided that I wanted to keep that color of the cardboard because I like that color. But I wanted to add something else. So what I'm using is some painter's tape, and I'm going to paint the cardboard so it can have stripes. Yeah. And I'm just pressing the tape down. You want to make sure that you press the edges of the tape down really, really good so you don't have any bleed. So you can have nice crisp lines when you pull that tape up. And I'm just using my fingertips to do that, to make sure that the edges of the tape are adhered to the cardboard. And I'm going to use Waverly Chalk Paint and Fern to paint the cardboard. I wanted to try to stick with fall colors. And I painted the whole entire sign. I gave it one coat. And I'm lifting the tape up, but the paint is still wet. Because I like to lift it up when it's wet. Actually, I've never tried it when the paint is dry. So I don't even know if I would like it better dry or wet because I've always lifted it up when it's wet. But anyway, I'm lifting it up while the paint is wet, and I'm being very, very careful not to get the paint on the brown part of my sign. And that's what you see me doing here, struggling with that tape, trying not to mess the sign up. And I'm just using one of those little pick tools from Dollar Tree to help me get that tape up. And I'm just letting you see how the paint is all over my fingers. That's why I'm being extra careful. I don't want to touch anything with the paint all over my fingers and get paint where I don't want the paint to be. And my lines came out nice, very, very nice. I had just a couple of spots where I had bleed through, but it's not really that noticeable. And what I'm doing here now is I'm putting some of those wooden cubes on the back of my Dollar Tree sign because I want that to be raised off the back of the raised, well, y'all know what I'm talking about. I want it to be 3D effect. That's it, yeah. I wanted that 3D effect. And I think this came out absolutely adorable. But I still felt like something was missing. So what I'm doing now is taking some of that nautical rope and I'm going to hot glue it around the entire piece to create a frame for the sign. And I still felt like there was something missing. So what I did was I took some jute cord and I hot glued it around the inside of the frame where I left the tape, and then I was satisfied. And I think this came out absolutely beautiful. Leave me a comment, guys, and let me know what you think. Alright guys, thanks you for watching. And if there's anything in this video that you like, give me a big thumbs up. Also consider subscribing to my channel to become a part of my YouTube family. And if so, don't forget to hit the notification bell. Drop down, click all, and YouTube will notify you when I upload a video. And I'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye-bye.